famous venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Tobin. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. The give is to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Steps away to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And some space here. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. His man out of the backfield, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a reach. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a handoff as they run left side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play fake. Mahomes looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Tobin. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Tobin. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Tobin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it. And he lost the football. Come on now, let's go. Mahomes now on 1st down. Seven yards, the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame. I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Off play action. Tobin. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Tobin. There's Evans again. Complete. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Tobin. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Hill to return it. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
45. Mike, 45. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, red line. Check Mike 45. Hey, watch the screen.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mahomes going to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 51, Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Mahomes throwing on 4th. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Sean Murphy bunting got him down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy bunting. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to see.